So this is a collection of clips from a project that we had to do here at the University of South Australia. We had to build a vehicle that travelled down a 15-metre long track that was 2 metres wide. The sole power source had to come from a mousetrap. The aim of the project was to be creative, so failure was always an option. The vehicle you see here is a multi-armed dragster. It was a very reliable and elegant solution. This one was a bouncy spoonful. It was very fast and one of the more reliable solutions which involved a ball. And yet it was not as fast as light, which made use of millions of photons. The Woolworths sponsored shopping catapult was a risky venture in several aspects. Nevertheless, it was a very creative solution, even if it did go astray. And if that's not what you want, have a go on the new seesaw. This finely tuned mechanism was designed to move heavy weights with no effort, making the solution as easy as rolling off a log. Or in this case, over the finish line. Of course, you could try to improve on the steam engine. This team had an engine in their design. However, they were smart enough to have a redundancy feature built in as the piston was bent. The steering could do with some improvement though. And if you've wanted to play golf at the push of a button, here's how it's done. Just don't count on a straight punt though. This team used an old TV antenna to propel their CD. They also discovered the difficulty in directing their own music. Some people say that they've gone fishing, so that you don't follow them. I am fairly certain that no one would follow this team's idea. But they definitely fulfilled the criteria. Remember, the aim of this project is to be creative. Nice idea. So, here's a question. Can you improve on the old Roman catapult? Apparently yes. And now for another vehicle. It is simple. And it looks surprisingly good. It runs well. Very smooth. And they should have used duct tape as that fixes pretty much everything. This team's motto must have been drop it and hit it. Because once you've done that, it's going to cross the line. No, I think that's enough. Up, up, up and away! This new transport system spans the gap nicely. But just in case you plan to use it in real life, you'll have to brace for impact. Now for the record, this is hub power. Once propelled to its maximum speed of a slow walk, it cruises along steadily. And it has no problem with crossing the line. Well, this one walked out of the competition, being one of the most creative designs that made their appearance. It is a very ingenious idea, and as a prototype it looks like it would be a very interesting vehicle. Unfortunately, it didn't work on the day. I am fairly certain that this team was wanting to make a point about waste. The CDs are clearly talking about e-waste, and the vehicle resembles a rat. which will go to any length to make its presence known. See? And now for the new 6-shooter. The Americans will love it. Here is another plane that is based on a bird that, like the other ones, doesn't take off. This one seems to have got distracted. Have you always wondered about the importance of the correct stance in golf? Here's why. Works every time. And to finish is the acrobatic CD trick. It's a very difficult trick. Try it yourself and you'll see why. Distance is not its forte. Overall, it was a very exciting session, with every vehicle demonstrated being a success. Remember, the emphasis of this project was to be creative, not necessarily cross over the line at the end, and every vehicle that I filmed was very creative. Furthermore, some of the more creative designs that I was unable to film. So, if you're wondering what can be done with a Mousetrap power, there's still a lot of uncharted mouse holes. It goes to show what can be accomplished with just a Mousetrap.